Alright, y'all. I promised it, so today I'm gonna bring it to you. I'm gonna bring y'all a little more into my personal world, man. A little bit more what I've personally been dealing with alone. Not too much. I ain't gonna go too deep. Y'all gonna have to get the book to really, y'all gonna have to get the book. I go through some shit, man. But I want you to understand what it feels like living in a body that looks fine and feels like a battlefield. You know what I'm saying? What I just go through on a daily basis, and not only what I go through, but others like me, and just the conditions that I deal with. I want y'all to really understand and how being targeted affects me, and how it is biological warfare, how these people study my conditions and they attack me. They do this specifically for us. It has been said that they give people autoimmune diseases and conditions. But most people see me walking around and think I'm fine. I look normal, but inside my body, things are happening most people can't see. I live with multiple sclerosis and complex regional pain syndrome, two nervous system conditions that affect how my brain and nerves communicate with the rest of my body. And I'm reading this, y'all, so I can definitely stay in context and I don't, do what I do sometimes. And there were moments in my life when I honestly thought I was losing parts of myself. I remember a time when I thought I was losing my legs. When I first began dealing with multiple sclerosis, it was affecting my legs a lot. And I thought I was losing my leg. I didn't know what was going on, what was happening to me. I remember the time I felt like I was losing my eyes, you know what I'm saying? But when I felt like I was losing my legs, my body felt weak. My muscles were tight and signals from my brain to my legs weren't working in the way they should. I stumbling around, losing balance. I didn't even have balance like that. I felt like I was losing my eyesight. My vision changed. Things was blurry. Like one eye was very blurry, and I didn't know if it was going to be in both of my eyes. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it was just crazy. So I felt like I was going blind, not just dealing with pain, not just becoming disabled. I felt that this stuff was literally attacking my body. And I joke about it in different podcasts, and I literally really joke about it to myself when it's happening. You know what I mean? I curse at the pain sometimes. I mean, that might have made me start cursing. Because I promise y'all, I didn't really curse like that. But yeah, when I started dealing with, I literally curse. It feel like it be attacking me, like it be in one spot and it's spontaneous. So it be in one spot and then it can be wherever it want to be. So it be in my chest, it be wherever it want to be, and then somewhere else the next second, next minute, next hour. Sometimes things last a second, sometimes things last a minute, sometimes things last an hour, sometimes things last weeks, sometimes things last months. I can't really speak on too much over that. Well, I can say because some things do last years. Point blank period. Yeah, some things last as long as they want to last. You don't have no control. The only thing you could do is do your best of what people say. For a condition that they really don't know. Nobody knows how to deal with this. It's something, we have to learn, and I'm still studying myself. Anyway, let's keep it moving. But we is going to get back. I do want to mention that because we is going to get back into trying to heal myself, into dealing with herbs, because that's what I was dealing with prior to being injured and disabled. My body felt weak. Muscles was tight and all that. Yeah, said that already. My vision. So when your nervous system is under attack or inflamed, the signals that control movement, sight, speech, and memory can get scrambled. This is why sometimes y'all hear me talking, I can't even find a word. I can't even pronounce some words sometimes. My memory is like a little scramble. I'm near, you know what I'm saying? I'm near, but I just can't bring it out and articulate stuff sometimes. I couldn't be a voice for myself. So I needed people, man. I really did depend on people around me to do what they were supposed to do. it's like a wiring in your body is glitching. And that's exactly what it is. And like, how you think they make wires and even do all of that stuff? But explaining the conditions in simple terms, think of the nervous system like a giant electrical network. Your brain is the control center. Your spinal cord is the main highway. Your nerves are smaller wires that go out to the rest of the body. In multiple sclerosis, the immune system damages the insulation around those wires in the brain and spinal cord. So just imagine some wires all beat up, like they just got little different breaks in them and stuff like that. You try and heal these wires and bring them all together and stuff, but some of them got like little breaks, and you know what I mean? So they be like you got little shorts. You got shorts. You basically got shorts in your wires. Y'all ever had shorts in your wires? Yeah, that's what it kind of is. In multiple sclerosis, the immune system damages the insulation around those wires in the brain and spinal cord. So yes, I have lesions on my brain and my spinal cord, and that's why it affects me in the way it does. I'm actually about to get more scan. I think I'm doing better, man. I think I'm healing it. I feel it. I'm telling y'all, it's a lot been changing. It's been a better year. It's been one of my best years. And definitely when it comes to my brain and stuff, I feel like I'm definitely coming back. It just is what it is. When the insulation get damaged, signals slow down or get distorted. When the insulation get damaged, signals slow down or get distorted. That could affect things like walking, like memory, like speech, like vision, like balance, energy levels. Complex regional pain syndrome is different. And let me run that back to you again. This is just multiple sclerosis. That can affect things like walking, memory, speech, vision, balance, energy levels. You'll wake up with nothing. But I still push it, so I don't play that, you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Don't ask me why I push myself so hard. Imagine you just keep waking up with nothing. Son, what else you gonna do? Complex regional pain syndrome is different. It usually starts off as an injury or surgery, and it affects the nerves outside the brain and spinal cord. Yeah, this happened to me from a failed surgery on my hand, literally. This is how all this started. Failed surgery on my hand that affect my nerves. Those nerves become extremely sensitive. It's like an alarm system, and the body gets stuck on high alert. The brain starts receiving exaggerated pain signals, temperature signals, and pressure signals. So something that shouldn't hurt suddenly feel intense. When both conditions happen, oh man, I don't really like reading this, y'all, because it kind of fuck with me just reading it. But I need to. We gotta face it though, and it is cool. When both conditions happen together, having both conditions mean the community, and I don't be able to differentiate like what is attacking me right now, son. Cause both of them go throughout my whole body. Having both conditions mean the communication system is stressed at multiple levels. The brain may already be struggling to send signals because of MS. At the same time, the peripheral nerves affected by chronic regional pain syndrome are sending very loud pain or sensory signals back to the brain. It becomes a two-way traffic jam in the nervous system. Let me run that back. The brain, plus I was a little bit because the door was open, and y'all know it, you know what I'm saying? Definitely with these perverts around here. Having both conditions mean communication systems are stressed at multiple levels. The brain may already be struggling to send signals because of MS. At the same time, the peripheral nerves, I think I pronounced that right. I think I messed up a little bit. I know how to pronounce it, but not right now. The CRPS are sending very loud pain or sensory signals back to the brain. It becomes a two-way traffic jam in the nervous system. That's why symptoms can include muscle spasms, hypersensitivity, circulation changes, fatigue, brain fog, speech difficulty, memory problems. And many of those symptoms are invisible to other people. Why stress and constant threat make symptoms worse. So let's talk about these pathetic douchebags that been, literally targeting me, targeting my condition. They know my condition. They follow me to these places. They are all in my medical business for sure. So let's talk about why stress and constant threat makes symptoms worse. The nervous system, because this is what they attacking. The nervous system has a survival mode called fight or flight. Here we go, son. And I ain't even read this, y'all. I did not read this. But I already tell y'all, this mode is useful when we are in danger. But when the body stays in that state for long periods of time, it keeps releasing stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. I told y'all. These hormones can tighten muscles, increase pain sensitivity, reduce blood flow to extremities, worsen inflammation, disrupt sleep, exhaust the brain. This is fucking biological warfare. Excuse my profanity, but you should be more disturbed by what you're hearing. Let me read that back to y'all again. The nervous system has a survival mode called fight or flight. The mode is useful when we are in danger, but when the body stays in that state for long periods of time, it keeps releasing stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. Those hormones can tighten muscles, increase pain sensitivity, reduce blood flow to extremities, worsen inflammation, disrupt sleep, exhaust the brain. Man, this is biological warfare. Now, they're able to give people multiple sclerosis and then do this. Listen what they saying. Let me say it again. Third time. Tighten muscles, increase pain sensitivity, reduce blood flow to extremities, worsen inflammation, disrupt sleep, exhaust the brain. They're literally able to make the symptoms of MS worse. Literally. For someone with neurological conditions, that stress response can make symptoms flare more easily. Even emotional stress, conflict, fear, or feeling constantly watched or pressured can push the body into that state. The nervous system becomes overworked. It's not the symptoms are imagined. It's not that the symptoms are imagined. It's that the body is dealing with both neurological damage and constant stress signals. This is crazy. Living with invisible illness, one of the hardest parts about these conditions is that people often judge based on what they can see. They might say, you look fine. But the reality is, inside the body, there may be nerve inflammation, disrupted signals to the brain, muscle spasms, overwhelming fatigue, hypersensitivity to touch or temperature. It's a constant balancing act just to function. I told you, that's why I always speak on balance, though. But let me read that back, because y'all seen I was it's a constant balancing act to function. Closing, living with this condition like MS and chronic regional pain, learning how to navigate a nervous system that doesn't always cooperate. Some days are better, some days are harder, but understanding how the body works and how stress, movement, rest, and support affect the nervous system can make a real difference. And that's real, y'all. I'm actually trying to balance sleep now and working on sleep and rest. I actually was just resting. I actually about to go back and finish resting. I was making the decision that I want to go out or did I want to rest. I'm still kind of deciding. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm still loving myself, man. I'm still enjoying myself. I never lost my joy, regardless of what was happening. And I don't talk about this for y'all to feel, for y'all to give me sympathy in no way. I want y'all to just understand, you know what I'm saying? And if you know other people going through these conditions, to understand. And I want y'all to understand the real threat. If they're able to target people and cause these things, they can literally cause people to have MS. If this kind of, it is in the hands of white supremacists. It's not, I'm not telling you if it get in, it's in the hands of them. You know what I'm saying? They're using this right now on us. I'm speaking from experience. You know what I'm saying? I'm just one of the unsuccessful ones because they try to drive me to crazy or make me look to the point where as though you wouldn't understand what I was talking about. And I'm not going to lie. Sometimes they piss me off and it made it look that way. And just what I was dealing with, like these things may have made me look that way or appear that way. Again, sometimes I could not speak for myself, so I think I'm obligated to speak for other people that's going through this. It just is what it is. I'm Raphael Rashim. This is the True I Speak podcast, a.k.a. my life experience and my pain. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here.